Polygamy is still practiced by many fundamentalist groups in the state of Utah, despite the Mormon Church's decision in 1890 to disavow the practice. The Kingston Clan was one of those families. The reality documentary series, Escaping Polygamy, offered viewers a look behind the scenes at the operation of a certain religious group. The program followed three sisters who escaped the oppressive lifestyle that they had been born into and encouraged others to do the same. As a result of activities such as forced incestuous marriages and practices of slave labor, the Clan, which is known by its members as the Order, was considered by people who lived outside of their society as more than just a religious cult, but rather as an organized crime group, which caused the authorities to investigate their business methods. On December 30, 2014, Escaping Polygamy made its debut on the Lifetime Movie Network for the first time ever on television. Andrea, Jessica, and Channel Kingston belonged to the Kingston Clan, which was one of the wealthiest and most influential religious groups in the state of Utah. Their father, Daniel Kingston, was a member of the Clan as well. The three ladies were able to flee the oppressive atmosphere they were in and carve out a life for themselves outside of the Clan. Since then, they've assisted other people in leaving when they themselves desired to. When Jessica was just 14 years old, her uncle, who was 42 at the time, began courting her with the intention of making her his third bride. Together with her daughter Andrea, who was 12 at the time, she escaped the order with the assistance of their mother, Heidi Mattingly Foster, who was Daniel's sixth wife. Heidi contacted the authorities and petitioned for protective custody of her two daughters against their biological father. They were each placed in their own foster home, and their biological parents were forced to give up their parental rights when the court found that they had been abusive and neglectful to their children. While Jessica decided to become a social worker, Andrea went to law school and became a civil litigator in Seattle, which is located in the state of Washington. At the age of 18, Channel was married to her first cousin, who was both verbally and physically abusive to her. She finally reached the point where she could not take it any longer, and with the full backing of her mother, Shirley Snow, who was the seventh of Daniel's 14 wives, she left her husband and the order. Since then, she has remarried and is the mother of three more children. Her father abandoned her and their family, leaving her to rot in a house that was crumbling apart as he punished her for not being the perfect submissive wife. As a result of not having any rights or say over their own lives, women were subjected to an especially harmful culture inside the Clan. The order was maintained through the use of coercion and terror. If they left, their family would disown them, they would not receive any financial support, and they would be threatened that they would burn in hell if they did so. Jessica received a text message from a sister who was too afraid to identify herself, but indicated her intention to leave the Clan and wanted assistance to make it happen. The sister also requested that Jessica help her. Due to the fact that Jessica had over 200 siblings, it was difficult to determine who it was. She had concerns that it might be a trap because members of the order were aware that she was assisting people who were trying to escape, but this did not prevent her from getting together with her sister. Melanie was the youngest of 11 children and was 18 years old. Her mother was Daniel's second wife, and both of her parents were Daniel's half-siblings. Her father presented her with a list of prospective husbands that included two brothers-in-law, one uncle, and three cousins with ages ranging from 56 to 18. She expressed no interest in getting married. She was well aware that her opportunity was slipping away. Jessica feared that Melanie might meet the same fate as Marianne, Melanie's full sister, who was coerced into marrying her uncle David Kingston, who was 33 years old when she was only 16 years old. After that, Mary Ann attempted to flee, but her father tracked her down and nearly caused her death by beating her. Both men were sentenced to time in prison, her father for child abuse and David for illicit sexual behavior and incest. Both men fulfilled their sentences. Subscribe to our channel and enable notifications if you want to see more videos like this one.